Mapletail here. Welcome to Pride Month Warriors, the series where I design warrior cats OCs based on LGBT+ pride flags. This is my 7th year of doing this art challenge, which is wild. And today we're focusing on the cats of Riverclan and Skyclan. Let's get into it. Last year I asked for suggestions of pride flags that I hadn't used yet for this challenge, so today we're getting into that list. Feel free to leave more flag ideas in the comments for next year too. It was super helpful. We're starting with Riverclan as always, drawing cats inspired by the genderflux and spectrasexual flags. Both are gorgeous and fit well with a Riverclan vibe. I wasn't familiar with either of them, so it was cool to get to do some research on these identities and see all their pretty flags and alt flags. Also, I decided to focus on drawing warriors, mentors, and apprentices this year, as I don't think that's a duo I've done yet. I started with a spectrasexual cat, laying down a base of grey-blue, one of the only colors that I altered a bit to make it more cat-like. I used a nice combo of purple and teal for his eyes, and pink on the inner ears and nose. As for the white, I added splotches across his body. Now to name this little guy. His color scheme was giving me bird vibes, so I decided on Pigeon Paw, later to be Pigeon Tail. I've also been keeping a family tree of all my pride cats, so let's add Pigeon Paw to the Riverclan one. He looks a decent amount like last year's Shimmer Scale, so I made him their son. Moving on to our second cat, our genderflux inspired design, I started with the eyes, using both the blues in one and yellow in the other. Both pinks went on the nose and inner ears. I really liked the idea of doing a spotty sort of design there. Then all I had left was grey, which I used for the pelt. I definitely started off with a couple simpler designs, but I still really like them. This challenge is always a bit of a whole thing, and I didn't have the time to prepare as far in advance as I usually do, but it is what it is. I've never used grey as a prefix, so that felt like a perfect fit for them. I chose the full name of Grey Thistle for that long coat. As for the family tree, I had trouble really fitting them anywhere, so I decided to have them on their own for now, and maybe they'll fit better with one of next year's cats. For the background, I went for an orange and cream vibe, a pond scene with my cats to be fishing in, and that's Riverclan. Time for Skyclan. I miss the couple years ago when there was enough Thursdays for each clan to have their own day, but I started with my two favorite clans to motivate me. Skyclan's flags are the biromantic and the sapphic flags, more pretty ones. These two I relate more closely to. It's nice to have a mix of flags for identities I haven't heard of and get to learn about for these videos, and ones I would consider pretty in line with my own. Many flags from my list gave me sky vibes, but these two ended up being the ones I went with. I started with the sapphic flag. You can see from my color palette that I had a different idea before totally changing my mind. I wanted to do a white and yellow pelt, but all those pinks were really calling to me. So I still went for a white base, and I used the paler pink on the legs, tail, face, and ears, with the darker pink on top of them all. I dulled both the colors down a bit to work better for fur. It's been years since I went for a proper Siamese look, so I felt like bringing that back. The purple was lightened and put on the nose, and I finished with some pink lemonade eyes with yellow and the lighter pink again. For a name, I liked Pinkberry. Let's put her on the Skyclan family tree. I waffled a little bit where to put her, as she fit well with a ShadowClan and a ThunderClan cat, but that felt a bit too messy, so I made her mother to Creamclaw from last year's art. They both share that pinkish fur. Last but not least, our biromantic cat. This flag is interesting to work with, as you get two versions of each color. I used the paler ones, making them a bit more pale in some cases, for the fur. A purple base with blue around the head, spotting onto her body, and the same idea for the tail. The pink I used on the inner ears and nose. It's a bit of a cop-out to keep using pink like that, but I did just fully design a pink cat, so I don't feel too bad about it. All the more vibrant colors went in the eyes. Purple and blue with a pink pupil. I wanted a purple name for this little guy, so I went with Asterpaw, one day to be Aster Root. I had a purple Skyclan family all ready to go, so I slotted her in there. Child to Followfern and Creamclaw, and littermate to Nightbird and Violetheart, making her grandchild to Pinkberry, which is kind of fun. My Skyclan pieces tend towards the orange and pink for their backgrounds, so I wanted to totally switch it up today, with a dark purple and pale green vibe. I am really into this color combo right now, and I'm always about a starry sky. And there's Skyclan. Thanks for watching, and happy Pride Month! I was feeling pretty overwhelmed at having to do this challenge this year. I usually prepare the sketches and backgrounds in early May, if not April, but I only started these a little over a week ago. Once I got into it, I had a lot of fun as always though. Pinkberry is my favorite cat today, but I also love Grey Thistle's fluffiness and Pigeon Paw's eyes, and I always love designing a bi cat like Astropaw. Next week we should be moving along to ThunderClan, so keep an eye out for that. I hope you're having a good start to a month of gay goodness, and I'll see you next Thursday.